Okay, we're going to put together a sweep feature here using what we call the soft pierce or the floating pierce relation. Let's edit this profile sketch and have a look at what's driving what here. So this corner of the sketch is obviously being driven by this pierce relationship with the projected curve. Okay, so that's good. Now we've got a vertical relationship here, which kind of drives this point side to side, but it doesn't drive it up and down. Here's a horizontal relationship that drives this point vertically, but it doesn't drive its position side to side. So this line is being driven by, let's see, here's the pierce relation with the gray line. Okay, so that's the endpoint here is being driven by the gray line. The vertical relationship combined with this vertical relationship makes this point fully defined. So we've got three sides of the sketch fully defined. All we're worried about now is the arc. Now the arc is off the screen down here. They're the center of the arc. This is set up with a relationship, a vertical relationship to this point up here. So during the sweep, this is going to remain an arc with a center vertical from this point. The only thing now that we haven't discussed is the vertical position of this point. We've got a sketch point here which seems extraneous, but there's a pierce relationship that goes to the light blue line. That sketch point also has a dimension that's associated with it that's driving this corner. As this point moves up and down, driven by the light blue guide curve, this point is also going to move up and down with a relationship of 60 thousandths below the sketch point. So that's how all of that works in theory. But let's see how it actually works in action. Get out of the sketch, start a sweep feature, and I'll select the profile here. Now you got to be careful about this second one because you might get the wrong thing. Notice that when I put my cursor over this, the construction line is highlighting. Well, that's the wrong thing. So I'm going to right click here and use the select other to get the correct line. I want the line from the path, so I can select this one, and over here it picks path. I could have also selected that from the drop down feature manager. Okay, now under guide curves, and notice right away the result that I'm getting is that path or that profile swept along this path, which is a straight line, which, that's really just an extrude. Okay, so now for the first guide curve, I'm going to pick this curve, okay, and it's just saying spine right here. That's the name of the sketch. That's good enough. Okay, now I'll pick, my preview has gone away, but now I'll pick this, and I'm getting a little bit more of a preview, but it's incorrect. But now I'll pick my final guide curve, which is this projected curve on the outside, and everything falls into place. This is the correct shape that I'm looking for. It's just an intermediate shape. It turns out to be a razor handle, but it's just half of it, and there's some other features missing, obviously. But this is the shape I'm looking for. When I click the green check, I've got just what I wanted. Those are the relationships we call the soft pierce. Let's go back and there's another way we can look at this. We scroll down here. We can click on this eyeball. That's the show sections, and you can scroll through all of the various sections that SolidWorks is putting together to make this sweep. And you can see exactly how it's changing the profile as the profile is being driven down this set of guide curves and the path. You might want to try this on something a little simpler, or play with this example for a little while to see exactly how this works. But what I'm using here is what I call the soft pierce or the floating pierce to drive this corner using this light blue sketch.